love it and hate at the same time. Because I remember, like, when I was little, my dream in life was to just be smart. And what did I wish of myself? Why? Why, girl? Because I mean, like, it's work. Who wants to? Why couldn't we just dream of lounging on the beach? Why couldn't that be my dream? I mean, it's still gonna happen. I still do that.
I'm about to unravel my Bantu knots while I talk to y'all about what this week is gonna be like. I'm entering into my third year of my PhD program, and I thought this week would be a good week to start, filming or whatever, because I am exactly 7 days out from my dissertation proposal presentation and defense. And so, y'all get a front row seat until the build up of my anxiety over the next 7 days. I shouldn't have anxiety because I'm already a candidate. This is my second proposal defense because I switched labs, but still, the anxiety is still there. The stakes are much lower than last time, but your girl still, the perfectionist in me wants to do well. I want to impress. If I'm giving a presentation, I want it to be the best presentation that I'm seeing at least this week. Maybe this month. All right. For those of you who don't know what a dissertation proposal is, it's pretty much dang, my hair's still wet. It's pretty much a detailed plan of what you plan to do for your research for your dissertation. So it's 3 hypotheses, why you chose those hypotheses, why it's significant and why it will better the world or whatever, how you're going to cure death, and also a very detailed experimental design of how you plan on getting that done. And I've already written out the paper part. It's only about 6 pages, but it took me months to do because it's not the field that I was accustomed to, so I had to learn a whole lot. And so I sent out the final copy to my committee this morning. And so all I have left is my PowerPoint presentation and, getting my outline done for what I'm going to say during the presentation. My last proposal presentation was about 34 slides, so that's what I'm shooting for this time. And right now I have about 4, but that's fine. I got 7 days to get this done. Or about, what's today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I got about 3 days to get my PowerPoint done because my advisor wants me to send me a copy, wants me to send him a copy. But, I have 7 days to get it perfected. So, I got time. It's currently Tuesday at around 12:45. And you might hear a little noise in the background because the maintenance man is here fixing a leak I had from my water heater that was leaking onto my utensils in my kitchen, which was, the ghetto. That is what you, too, can look forward to in your cheap housing. This is not student housing. This is a cheap apartment. School doesn't have student housing. My goal for today is to, I guess I'm just gonna work on my my PowerPoint presentation and try and get as much of that done as possible. I can get at least all of the introductory slides complete by the end of today. Introduction should be done. That's my goal. If I'm gonna meet it or not, I'm not sure. I don't really stick to hard deadlines like that. As long as it gets done by Friday when I send it out, it's fine. I'm not gonna beat myself up if I don't get it all today because I know how much work goes into scientific presentations. Oh, by the way, my My PhD program is a biomedical science PhD program, and my research area is neuroscience. So it takes a little bit of detail to get people to understand what you're talking about, because you can't just jump in to your dissertation topic, because people, even people who are in like your field, like people who are in neuroscience, they aren't necessarily into the area that I'm into. So like my research project is, hopefully if I get my dissertation proposal approved, it'll be on stroke recovery. And a lot of people in my committee are not necessarily in stroke or even anything related to stroke. You know, they're in things like circadian rhythms, or they're in things like more physiology type things. So I have to get them like up to speed on like what's happening in stroke and how my project will better the field of stroke, and how if they allow me to graduate and allow me to do my project, I will change the world of stroke forever. All right. So that's it for now. All right, it's about 1:30 and the maintenance man is gone. He done sprayed my cabinets down with bleach, and I appreciate it. He left some of his bleach here, and I'm gonna use that. So I'm gonna walk Sasha and then come back and work on my PowerPoint. Time to do the fun stuff. Yay, science. Woo. Oh, I forgot to note that it is August 2020, so we are still self-isolating. That's why I'm not on campus or in the lab. That will likely change within the next couple of weeks, because I have to do my lab work eventually. It is now 5:28 and I am hungry. I made some progress on my presentation, but you know, it's going really slow. I don't, you know, it's a normal part of the process, but you know, it's tedious. It's tedious because everything that you put in your proposal defense presentation is up for scrutiny. So I put one line that says previous clinical trials failed, right? I need to know everything about those previous clinical trials, because once I put that on the slide, it is up for questioning, and anything they ask me, like they can ask me anything about that particular line or graphic or picture I put in there. So it feels like every time I put information or a picture on a slide, I have to spend a good amount of time reading papers about it and making sure I understand it through and through, so that when I get into my defense and somebody asks me a question, I can answer it confidently. It just makes making presentations take forever. And it won't be so bad once I get to the part of the presentation that's about my project, because I've already thought that through, or I wrote the whole, you know, proposal about it and everything. That's good, right? I've already talked to my my PI and my advisor about it and everything. But the intro, the background information, like my research area is stroke, so like I have to make sure I know minute details about stroke and how it causes cell death, and like how people recover from stroke, and like what drugs are available, how they're used, and why what I'm proposing is a better option. It's just a lot because I have, okay, for example, I have one slide that details the ischemic cascade, and that's pretty much the cascade that from the onset of the stroke until cell death or neuron death, all the mechanisms that happen in between then, right? So like the initial blockage of the blood vessel causes less flow of blood, meaning there's less oxygen to the area, and that less oxygen means that there's less energy for the cells, so your mitochondria are going haywire, and this causes an influx of calcium. Like, you have to know all of that, but that's just like one slide, you know. And I'm gonna have the presentation is supposed to be 30 minutes to an hour, right? So I have to like know every single detail of, like, let's say 35 slides, and these are like dense slides with like, it's just a lot, you know. And you know, I love it and hate at the same time, because I remember like when I was little, my dream in life was to just be smart, and what did I wish on myself? Why girl? Because I mean, like, it's work. Who wants to why couldn't we just dream of lounging on the beach? Why couldn't that be my dream? I mean, it's still gonna happen. I still do that. But I mean, that could have been my job somehow. I could have figured it out. I might still figure that out. Keep an eye on it. It's 7:20. I just finished eating. And do you know how I've been inside all day working on my presentation or whatever and waiting on the maintenance man? All I did was walk from my apartment to the car, and then back from the car to my apartment. That's all I did. And somehow got 5 mosquito bites on my arm. How? It takes, like, I don't live very far from like the parking lot. Like, it's like 5 steps from my front door to, I was outside less than 3 minutes, and somehow I just got eaten. Anyways, I'm probably just gonna chill and enjoy my full stomach or whatever. I might do some laundry or whatever before I go to bed. And bedtime. Peace. Hey y'all, it's Tuesday at about 9:20, and today I have like a they're calling it a nano course, and it's like a week-long course on how to use a light sheet microscope, and that starts around 10. So I have about 20 minutes to like eat breakfast and get my life together. Yeah. And I know you're like, Ariel, you ain't gonna take off your bonnet for the blog and for your class? Nope. But Ariel, why not? Because I'm at home and it's a pandemic and I ain't going nowhere. And when I graduate, I'll be Dr. Ariel in my bonnet at home, not going nowhere. The course just ended. It's about 12:10, and I think I want to take a nap and then wake up and work on my presentation, or maybe I'll do some reading. You know, maybe I'll, because I need to really do some fundamental background refreshing, so like I can be like, you know, on my feet when they start asking questions. So I'll do either one of those or both when I wake up from my nap. See you then. Y'all, I took like a 45-minute nap, but then like I woke up and started just like randomly surfing the internet. Like, I was randomly Googling stuff, and I was window shopping, and I mean, I didn't do too bad. Only bought like an external hard drive and 2 pairs of shorts, you know, which is not bad, you know. Don't be like me. So now it's about 3:26, 3:27, and I'm finally gonna start work on my presentation and getting ready for my defense next week. Yay, ADHD. Alright, you guys, it is 6:41 and I'm pretty proud of myself. I got a decent amount of my stuff done, of my presentation done. I think I set myself up pretty good to get a lot done tomorrow. I'm really proud. I actually really did, like, how you make progress on something and you do a little happy dance or whatever. I was excited, like finally figured out like the setting for my story, right? Like, if you think of a dissertation like a movie or a book, right? The written dissertation proposal is like you're writing just the climax, right? Just the exciting part where you're finally getting to the final battle or whatever, right? That's it. Like, it's a really detailed account of the final battle, right? And I feel like this presentation is like the beginning of me setting up the story. Like, we're going back to the beginning of the book and we're learning the characters' names. We're learning their motivations, what they look like, where they're from, what their motivations are, and why we should care about them. And I feel like I set that up really good today so that tomorrow I can connect, do a really good connection of those motivations and settings and background to the climax that I wrote for my dissertation proposal. I'm ready. Ready. But right now I'm just gonna go. I haven't eaten since breakfast and it's 6:43, so I'm gonna go eat breakfast. I'm not breakfast, dinner. Gonna see. Like my daddy used to say, the mind is a terrible thing. It's 4:13 on Thursday, and I have been procrastinating all day. I have done nothing. And I could blame it on the pandemic, but also I just felt like procrastinating. It's like the mixture of anxiety building and perfectionism coming at you, where you just what I'd rather just do? Sleep. And that's what I did. So since I slept so long, I feel like it's gonna be one of those productive nights because I can't go to sleep. Hopefully I won't be up too late. I'm not much of a night owl. It's not gonna be. You know what I did do today? I finished the 7th day of jump roping. I think that's gonna be a video. Hey y'all, it's 2 o'clock on Friday. This morning I had another one of those mini courses or whatever. So I'm gonna start working on my presentation, and hopefully I can get at least 80% done before I have to send it to my advisor tonight for him to look over. We're gonna see. Let's talk. It's about 8 p.m. on Friday. I emailed my PI copy of my presentation. If I had to grade myself on it right now, I I'd give myself like somewhere between an 88 and a 92, which is okay. For the weekend, I still got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to make edits or whatever. And that's plenty enough time to get my little 8 points my way. Yeah, my little 8 points to make 100. But since I'm not like actually being graded on this, if I just didn't do nothing all weekend, I could just enjoy my weekend and deal with my little, 88 to 92, because that's still fine. That's still a pass, But we don't settle just at all. Unless like your mental health is at stake. Like if right now, if I felt like really stressed and like if I did any more, I'm just gonna go crazy, I would absolutely be like, well, girl, seems like I'm gonna get an 88 to 92 on this test today. I've done it a few times. I feel like my mental health is the only reason why like I might have made like grades that are below what I could have done, because I'd be like, well, yes, I could absolutely study for 6 more hours, or I can keep my sanity and take this B. And I took that course of action a few times, Sometimes it's just not worth it, It's not worth the mental and the physical like stuff stress puts you through to get over that hump. Girl, make the decision for you, make the decision for you. But anyways, I'm not getting a grade for my presentation. This is just pretty much working for the approval of my committee members, for them to, understand and agree, touch and agree that I am a capable scientist who can plan out my own experiments and present it to them adequately enough. And since I feel, mostly confident in the presentation that I was able to make this week, my weekend can be a little more fun and a little more chill. Before I was thinking, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to spend my whole weekend working on this dang presentation. I ain't gonna be able to do nothing that I want to do. Ain't like there is much to do because it's a pandemic. I can't go nowhere. That's why it's Friday night, and that's not why, because I am absolutely an introvert and I would probably always be here on a Friday night at 8 p.m. But if it wasn't a pandemic, I would have had an option to go out, So I was thinking like maybe, like I like going on hikes and stuff, but Sasha be giving up on me when it's hot outside. She gets overheated really fast, and so she gives up on me. And hiking by myself, it just ain't the same. I feel like I'm cheating on Sasha when I go hiking without her. That's why I started jump roping, right? Because I used to go to the park. I used to walk Sasha at the park for like a mile and a half, 2 miles. But when the temperature got like over 80, Sasha was like, you gonna get a good half mile from me, sis, and I'm gonna lay down in these bushes and look at you. And like driving to the park for a half mile just ain't worth it. So I just take Sasha, as you probably saw earlier this week, just around my apartment complex and come on back so she could do her business. So anybody driving all the way to the park for her to give up a half a mile in, we can continue that in like October or like late September when the temperature drops back below 80 or whatever again. But back to my weekend. I want to do something fun and exciting, right? Because I've been like in the house for a whole pandemic. But there's really, what are the options, What is like I said, hiking's out, not completely out of the question, but it's not going to be fun without my dog. I'll figure out something fun to do, I'll figure out something. Probably not. I'm gonna be here napping or whatever, because I'm just, the introvert jumps out, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm probably just gonna chill for the rest of the night. Proud of myself for I got my things done that I wanted to get done, And that's what you gotta do. You gotta make it through the week. And on the weekend, you can be like, oh, like the relief that came off my shoulders when I pressed that send on that email. I was like, I am light. Not as light as I'm gonna feel on Tuesday after my presentation. y'all, it's about 11:45, 11:47 on Monday, the day before my presentation, and I'm going to just write out a good outline for what, like, the points I want to make sure I say during my presentation. And I might like harass one of my friends to listen to it, a run through. I was supposed to have like a practice run through today with my advisor, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen because he hasn't hit me back yet with the time. So we'll see. It's now 8:08. That means I've been working on this for 9 hours, or maybe a little 8 hours, something like that. Yeah, a little over 8 hours. And could more be done? Yes. Am I gonna do it? Maybe, but not tonight. My presentation is for 2 p.m. tomorrow, so maybe I might do a little something in the morning, but probably not a whole lot because your girl's tired of staring at this presentation. It shouldn't take this much effort, for a presentation that's only 30 slides. Don't be a perfectionist. Grow up to be anything you want to be, but not a perfectionist. It will ruin your mental health. Don't do it. Hey y'all, it's the day of my presentation. It's about 11:45 and my presentation is at 2, so I got myself ready or whatever. I'm gonna just do a few run throughs and maybe edit some slides or whatever. Wish me luck. I guess I'll update y'all when it's done. The anxiety. All right, so it's 3:35. My meeting just ended. It went well, Your girl did her thing. I don't know why I even get anxious when meetings, because my committee is really nice and they don't be trying to do nothing crazy or say nothing crazy to me. I just be trying to be, rise to the occasion or whatever. But they approved my new proposal. So your girl is gonna have a lot more experiments, Maybe next time I do a weekly vlog, it'll actually involve some lab work because scientists or whatever, because the pandemic is the ghetto. But because my proposal is approved now, I'm gonna have, a permission slip to get on campus now to do lab work and learn things. Yes. Join me next time. I don't know what next time's gonna be. It's gonna be I'll do a vlog next time when I'm doing something exciting, Maybe when the pandemic is over and I could actually go out with my friends or something, or see go to the lab and see people and things, Whatever. We'll see. See you next time. I know I'm supposed to say like, subscribe, comment, or whatever, but do what you feel like doing because you're grown.